Yo, welcome to Madhouse Pro. I'm in the building. If you don't like it, you could get out because it's my building. So today, right, I finally went over some of my comments. Somebody wanted me to do a tutorial on mixing and mastering, right? That's, I think it's subjective to me, but you got to have a standard somewhere. Somebody got to set the standard, and that's when that music sound good. So, in Samplitude Pro X, mixing and mastering, I'm gonna go over the basic mixing, the base mixing and mixing. That's what I'm gonna do. Mastering, I'm not gonna get too much into it though, but how to prep up for a good mix, which usually I show you some tools that I do throw on there for mastering, real basic. I'm not gonna get into too in depth with that one yet, but so this will be part one, mixing, when you're preparing for mastering. So, all right, I got a track up. I think I just four banger, five. Okay, so we got 5 instruments here. I'm gonna go over all of them, and hopefully this will help you. But create your own template first of all. That's what I have to do because, of course, this is not Pro Tools where they're gonna give you. A lot of people are using Pro Tools where they say, "Hey, here's my template. Use this and that," which are very, very helpful. But in Samplitude Pro, we don't have such of a big following like that. But this will work with any DAW. Like, I done watched a ton of videos as well to understand how people do their stuff in their DAW. So you got PreSonus Studio One, FL Studio, Reaper. You got all them other great DAWs out there. They all great, you ask me. But some may provide something that's an edge that's easier for somebody else to learn without a huge learning curve. So we gonna get into it. So, Rolling Cloud, I love it. That's the latest spot I've been going to get my VSTs. You gotta love something different. I don't know how many of you guys heard of it or used it, but check it out. All right, so rolling, mixing. The first thing I want to do, and I gotta go to number one. This rolling, gain stage. I did a video gain stage. Check this out, gain staging. All right. If you look over here, here's my mixer, right? That's my mixer. That's the name of the track, I call it. But up under here is a button. It's called Track Editor, which is right here to the left. If it's not highlighted, this is what my my whole thing would look like, right? This is how you open it up. So when you come over here, booyah! What's up, baby? Byron. Hey, so first thing, gain staging. If you see this right here, hence the word gain, this is gain staging. This helps me mix to a certain level to prepare my final mix to be mastered. So let's hop into it, right? So I got everything on solo. I'm gonna take it off. Just one solo. I'm gonna move this down here. You want to look at the meter right here, and then I'm going to hit M for mixer on my keyboard, right? Here's my mixer, right? As well, here's my final master track, my left and my right up in here, right? I could click this to reset it to show you how high they hit. And it's hitting about at 10, right? Gain staging, this is a part of your mixing, right? So we're gonna go to this gain knob over here. This is like at the very beginning of everything. I'm gonna grab it. I think -12 was the furthest it go. I think, and then it should be +12. So a +12 has me clipping. -12 put me down from 10 about what? 40-ish? Let me reset that by double clicking. Just up under 20, about 25 or 30, I don't know. We'll just say 25 on the right side, right? You barely could hear it. Understand something. You could bring that up later in the mix. But what we're going to do for the sake of this video, because think about it, the more stuff you add to this, more frequencies, your line out is going to boost up. So we're going to take this one to be kind of subtle. This is the bass line. We'll take it up to 20, right? So about, matter of fact, let me see if they let me type this in. Negative 5.0. Nope. Negative 5. Oh no. I thought they did. Chomp. Can we put a 5? No. So I thought I was gonna be able to. 0.5. It ain't working. So we'll just grab it. It's at 0 right now. We're just gonna take it down. Negative 4, right? Okay, so negative 4. It's maxing just above 20, about 18, you know, which they say is the sweet spot. So we close to that already. So let's go to the second one. So this is a part of mixing. Little bit, probably about at 15, right? But let's click on this one. It's on track 2 now. It went from 1, look, track 1, track 2, right? We all the way negative 12 already, right? If it was at 0, you see, we at 10. We in a yellow or amber type like area. So we gonna take that back down. And you can hear it pretty clear, so you don't need that much. Let's see if we could get it right at 10. We gonna leave it at 12, negative 12. We just go max it out, right? You can hear it. It's an acceptable level. The final max so far with 2, about right at 15, right? So let's go. Let's add on another one. It's the third instrument. Well, let me show you what this instrument looks like. Get out the mixer. That's the Sour, which is from FL Studio. I don't even remember putting this on here, but okay. So I'm gonna hit M again, back to my mixer, okay, and then spread it out. Let's go to the third track. So I go over here, click this one, track number 3. The gain, let's solo it to add it. Now if you look down here, 0 is, you know, anything above 0 is clipping. So let's grab the gain tube and gain staging all the way left. You still can hear it. That sounds crazy, y'all. So let's look at the mixer again and total together. It's about, let me reset this by double clicking. That's about a 12, y'all, total. That's only 3 instruments. You're sitting at a 12, right? We're mixing, gain staging. And that's maxed out. But what you do if that's undesirable to you, that's too loud, that bass, right? Click M, go to your mixer, right? I'm gonna pull this down. Analog lab, I'm gonna right click that one. Showing me everything. I hit the start button. So what we want to do right here, this is a new system. I want to turn this one down, right? You see right here? These are the keys that I program in. Oh, let me see. That go to modification, that go pitch. Right here, baby, the volume, baby. Grab it. You don't hear it no more. So we're gonna adjust it. Leave it right there. That's coming in about a negative 20. So let's see what it look like on the mixer, because we mixing, right? Everything at just a little bit under 10. So we looking like 12, right? Look, that's a 20. Let's see. That's a little bit over, that's about a 19. This one about a 21. And this was about a 18 or a 17. So collectively together, you come down to the main mix. Look, they're showing you negative 13 and negative 12 is where it's hitting up here, which is dope. That's good, you know, good enough headroom. So let's get into it. The next one, number 4, right? Remember, we're gain staging right up over here. Negative 12. You could readjust the volume later on. So let's go to the next one. click this one right here, number 4. All right. Now I could go turn down the VST. Let's go, number 4. Hybrid, right? Now this is just something I picked. So when you got 2 places where you can control this, right? The volume right down here, you see the master volume. Watch this. Up. Down, right? So off of that one, you got a meter right here you can look at. But let's go to the mixer. Hold M for mixer. That's sitting there. We go double click right in the black. That's about a, what is it showing? It's not showing up there. So it's about a 15, right? Oh, here it is down here. Look, it's even better, right? Level, -14. That's what it's hitting on this meter right up over here, right? Let's see. So let's grab the level. Watch this. Let's play with it. All the way. That's a +12, right? So let's take about -0.62, right? -0.26. Man, the Lexa kick in like a mug. So when you go back over here, that's clicking about at a 15. About a 15. We'll take that, right? Overall, what we looking at now, we peeking into the yellow just a little bit. 0 is maxing out, right? So we sitting about 11, maybe 12. No, I'm sorry, 8 or 9. Let's take it down some, right? So let's take the volume down. Oh, we could touch it there right here at the master level, which is the amplifier. Or we could gain stage. Grab it, take the gain. You barely could hear, right? Let's do a true solo of that. That's about what? -30 at the most on the right side. So let's take it up down here, point almost at 0, a little bit above 0. Let's gain stage it and pull it up. -4, right? -4.1. So let's bring in the other stuff and see how it sounds together. So total, now we're over here on the mixer. About a 10, right? I think we got one more instrument, so let's bring in the other instrument. Remember, gain stage. This is a part of mixing. Look at that. That bass drum came in kicking hard over 0, which pushed the overall track over 0. So, like, man, you clipping, dude. Even on my meters on OBS, they clipping. So, what do you do? Let's gain stage this joint. Track number. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Oh, dang, number 4. Really click it. Number 5. Let's see the instrument first. Which is battery. Right click it. Okay, battery always give me an issue. I love it. I love that drum, their piano roll, my thing. So we got a kick right here and a clap. So we're gonna mute everything else. Now, let's look at our main mixer. Hit M for mixer. Alone. Let's reset it. And it's hitting hard though, right? That's how we want it to hit, right? Like, my head is a delay with the camera. Anyway, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna gain stage this whole joint. And the reason why this is important, because battery has one right here, just like all of the STs. And then you have the track, which have a potentiometer, whatever that thing. So this is number 5, right? Track 5 right here. Track 5 right here. There's not a track 5 over here until I click it, right? There's your track 5, right? So let's gain stage it. We're going to lose a little bit of the kick, the thump, but we'll get it back in a later on. So let's gain stage that one. -1. Let's take it all the way down to 12. Y'all hear the difference. Let's take it back. I'm gonna zero it out. If they let me do that much. Oh, no, they don't. I guess not. So let's bring it up. You're in the red. You clipping, right? When you add on all the other instruments in your mix, you don't want it to clip. So let's take it down a little bit, right? Let's see. -6. Because this is gonna be the most dynamic track on this track, right? Whatever. So let's go down like to negative. I want to go to -8. 8.6, right? So let's see where we at. Let me show y'all something. -8.6 right here. This is the beginning of the track 5. It's hitting this at -8.6, right? When it's finished is at what, 7.5 though. So it's going out at 8.6. That's the gain I'm allowing in. So you're losing a decibel somewhere. Let's see. Over here you got a leveler right here. I'm gonna stop this. Got a level right here and a level right here. You got 2 more potential ways to gain stage. But through this whole channel, meaning from the front of it to the VST, which you got 1 right here, 1 for each individual. You see that kick? I mean that clap, and then you look at the kick. Every time I click one of these, the color changes. So like if I hit, so I could adjust everything just for this snare, how much I want coming in and out, right? And I gotta figure this out. So as I play, I'm gonna hit the space bar. As you guys could see together, it's hitting a level right here, almost red, and almost at the top over here. I don't know the levels of these. Don't get me the line. But total together overall is still 7.5. So this is sometimes when I make that clap is pretty loud, right? So if you see right above, it's going into the red. That's how much we going out. So let's grab this, right? Plus decibel, we gonna take it down, -7. Look at that. A huge difference, but it's low. But now, I'm gonna click the clap. Now check this out. We gonna just do the clap. So when you kick, you got the 2 circles here. I'm getting too deep into this, but y'all gotta get the gist. So now I don't hit a kick. This is how you gain stage. You gotta find out everything. -8.6 is a good number. So let's do this. That lets you know where to go. You see the relation. As I turn it up right here, so does it do up in there. So when I take it down, -7.6, right? That's a -20. That's just the clap. Now when I turn on the kick drum, which I'm about to do now, -15. That's a good thing for your drum bus, you could say. That's why I like battery. All this stuff is like automatically set on the bus because you get to go in and adjust it, and it's gonna play off that one channel. So now this is where you add stuff back in and see. Let's check the volume. I'm getting text messages, so let's bring it. So we had a -12, -11. Okay, let's do the third instrument. All right, there we go. That's looking about, ooh, my voice went up over the joint. -11, -10. -10, -9. That's the highest went. So let's add on the 4th instrument. So we have an overall a good mix, right? All right, let's finalize the last instrument. So now you hear everything right at 8.6 on the right side because we running in stereo. The left is a little bit lower, negative 7.5. So overall, this is like a mix. Do you hear stuff the way you want to hear it? You know, that's the next question. Does it sound pleasant to you? Of course, it needs more work because it's just a mix. We're not going to throw in too many effects or nothing like that. So basically, for a rough mix, you don't want to clip. And you got to think about the total sum of everything you got working. I got 1, 2, 3. I got 5 instruments. 5 instruments, y'all. This is the mixing. Look, we 20 minutes in. I got to try to explain things and give y'all to understand it. So, gain stage is important, y'all. Track 1, -4 from 0. -12 from 0. This is the number I'm looking at, y'all, when I click every last one of these. Third, that's another 12. The track changes. Track 4, -4. Track 5, -8.6. So you can still look down here, and that's what they're hitting according to after the gain stage. So the gain stage comes first. Gain stage. So that's the first area where you can start controlling how much you want in and how much you want to come in and go out. So I want -8.6 is the most I want in on this 5th track. If I go back, -0.41, that's how much I'm allowing in. Number 3, -12. I'm looking at here, number 2, -12. And once again, number 1, -4. So when you put all them numbers together, they're gonna sum up to something in the average, unless it's too overpowering. So we coming up to -8.7 and -7.5. I'm not clipping, right? Now, let's get into, we go touch into the mastering just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just sprinkle a little bit of coke on there, just a little bit. Just a little bit, right? So, master EQ, right? So, this is what it looked like, right, y'all? So with this right here, let me quit. This is showing you how much control you got, what's hitting it what. So at the 50 hertz up here, this 50, which is the bass, you can roll it off, you can do so much other stuff, right? Pay attention some. I'm gonna show y'all right here. We about just a little bit over -7.5. I'm gonna grab this. This is the 0 line, this red line is 0. I'm gonna grab just one of these. I'm gonna grab number 1 at a 100 hertz. I'm gonna take it up, right? Look at that. Let's grab it down. See, so this is a mastering tool. We're on the master channel right here. And we're with the master EQ right now. The frequencies that you want to take up or take down is going to affect your master output. Keep that in mind. So when most people get into mastering, they want to get it loud as they can possibly without clipping. They do not want to clip. That's why the red line is there. So when your mix, and I'm reaching for the screen, this is your mix. You mix this. That's what we came out with. And then this is what you're going to come out with your output. So this is on this system. I didn't use a reference track. Most people say use a reference track. They are correct. You always want to compare it to a professionally done mix and master. We're doing this because we at home, it's in the studio, we still learning, right? So I'm at the EQ. That's what I am. So let's do this. So here are the master plugins. You got a master EQ. We working on that right now down here. We not gonna touch it, right? Boy, look, check this out. Better yet, presets. So I click on this, loudness, bass boost. This is kind of templates for this VST, treble boost. It's all right, we'll leave it there. So on the EQ, we just boosted the treble. It didn't do too much to the overall track. So the master plugins, right? This is where you things can get a little different. Plugin browser. We're gonna go to my effects. We're just gonna work with Magic plugins. Essential FX. Let's do the compressor, y'all. We gonna add that on. Booyah! Here it is, baby. So the in and out. So I'm gonna bypass this one, and you could adjust the in and out. Soft clip button. You can hit that, but it's on default, right? This is in, the keyword in. This is how much is coming in, and then here's out. So you got it coming at about 10. It's about a decibel or two higher going out. They're zeroed out. Here's in. I can let more in, or I can let more out, right? Pre is in, post is out. Am I right? Check on it. So, look what happened when I grab the in button. You see that, right? Everything dropped down. We about at 30 something. Negative 16 dB down here. So let's go up. I just want to do this to show y'all something. So are the in and out, are they relative to one another? Yes, they are. So let's look at this, right? This is the master out. Let's grab the out and go out. Oh, go down, negative 48. See, they relative. You ain't hearing nothing. So let's do this. Let's take the in all the way down to infinity. Let's take all the way out to out. Very, very freaking faint. Very. So I'm not letting that much in, but I'm trying to get everything out. Okay, so let's I barely touched it. So that's the relatively. So we're gonna go halfway out, go halfway in. Okay, so you're about a negative 5 from the input, and that's giving me 1.2 additional on the output, right? It lowered everything down. You know, the sweet spot is what they say, 18. But it's not loud enough to us. Well, my mic is loud, but the rest of the track is not loud enough to us. So when you do a decent mix, we don't want to clip it. On the output, you could raise the output, and this is with the compressor, right? Look, the compressor. Let's do this. Try to get to 0. So let's take all that down. Go back. Let's do something, y'all. Let's go to try to get negative 18. Okay, that's close enough. Negative 17.1, right? Out. Almost 22 decibels out, right? It's not clipping here. It's not clipping there. Relatively loud. Let's go up a little louder. Take that back down. Okay, so this is just a general look at mixing and mastering. Not to forget that I just only got on a compressor only. I didn't add on nothing else, no EQ except for the EQ that's already included on the master channel. That's it. You know, I could add on to each individual channel or run a bus, an auxiliary line. I'm not gonna do that. We're just gonna keep it real basic. There go to 5 instruments. Here go to EQ right here. So, I mean the compressor. So right click that, that's that. Master EQ, right? Show dialogue or diagram, whichever one it is. And there you go. So the EQ is already set. What it say? Stereo master, the EQ 116. We got the high end up. That shows you how much it's putting out, just maybe 1 decibel more. And there you got the rest. So look, so on the end, I got it pumping at 30 on the end, and after that, it takes the end, it's pumping at about 10, close to 20 more decibels on the out. And then there you go. You can look at that. There's the soft clip. You can turn that off. Here's the threshold, the filters, ratio. I didn't use none of that, but that's already set from the compressor from when I picked. So let's do this. We're compressor master mix down, right? It's a setting already set there. Let's click it. And that's it. So it's mastering though. It's mastering. You could really get into it. It could take all day. But the basic thing you want to do is understand what you are doing. You know, some of us have spent time, take this up, take this down. I got to figure this out. Go up, go down. This sound better. And sometimes it take that. You know, but understand why you doing it. So some of the top professionals, they could listen to a track and be like, in their mind, they know that, okay, I got to change the EQ on the whole track, meaning everything that comes to the master output, hence the master EQ. So they'll come here and be like, if they get a track that's already done, they be like, I just want to boost the bass a little bit. Bass boost, right? So the bass boost right here is showing you. And 100 hertz. This is by hertz. 10 hertz, 20, 50, 100, 200. These are the hertz that it's listening to, the frequencies that you could boost by just grabbing a slider. If you want more bass out of your kick or whatnot, you could come here and do it here instead of going back into the VST and trying to turn it up, which could overall start clipping on the track and messing up your whole song or your mix down. So you come right here, do it in EQ. A lot of guys, they use EQ for a ton of things. Subtractive or adding. That's what an EQ does. Look, if I wanted to take out the bass, I'll pull it down. At 100 hertz, when 100 hertz come through that bass line, I can have it where it all's kind of super clear and you'll get all the hi-hats. And then if you really want to go on the hi-hats, you could, look, take this up. Let's slide it over and take that up. All the hi-hats go hit like, which could cause clipping. But it's just a matter of fact of knowing how to use your tools that you got. But this is Madhouse Pro, just the basic of mastering and mixing on how I look at it. Look at other channels, man. It may be something that somebody else could teach you how to do that I may not explain it well enough. You know, maybe I need to chop it up in sections. I don't know. But hey, this is Madhouse Pro. I'm out. Enjoy. Keep learning. y'all. Thanks for watching. God bless. Be safe. Madhouse Pro, and I'm out.